up, Rye Babes? And today I'm giving you very much raw. And we finna just jump right into it. Y'all already know my Rye Babes are spoiled, and I had to do another video. This video was recorded on Christmas Day. You guys will hopefully get it the day after. Merry Christmas to all the Rye Babes. I love you guys so much. Thank God for another Christmas. And also happy holidays. And we're just gonna get right into it. If you guys already know, if you guys are already used to this YouTube channel, y'all know I like to wipe down my clients' skin. That should be the first step when you are having your client. Even for yourself, make sure the face is clean. And also, I went straight in with my Air Sponge translucent powder. This is a new technique that I like to use just for it to be easier to fill in my brows, and I want you guys to try it. My NYX pencil in the shade Espresso, and I start to draw out her eyebrow and lightly fill in, doing small strokes. I never forget about that dual lash glue. It's the holy grail. I use it for the brows to have that luminous look, also to lay down the brow hairs, and also so your client can have long-lasting brows. I always get comments on my brows from my ladies, and they always say, LashaysGlamz, I had to scrub those eyebrows off. I kept those eyebrows on for a whole week. And yes, you can keep your eyebrows on for a whole week. The thing is, if you're going to charge whatever you're charging as a MUA, you want it to be worth it. So I like my routine of my makeup to always be long lasting, so it can be worth whatever I'm charging my clients, and they can be happy. Now I'll be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'll be going in with the shade Cookie. after blending out that concealer on those lids, make sure you get your translucent powder from Airspun and begin to set those lids to avoid any creasing and also so your shadows can pop. Now we're going to go on with one of my favorite palettes. This is the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. And if you guys already know, I love using their brown shadow. Their shadow be popping. So if you guys ever wonder what do I use for naked beads, that's what I use. I use that palette, and sometimes I go in with the other palette, the Warrior palette from Juvia's Place. They also has a good palette as well. Now, this is just one shade, ladies. It's very easy. Pat up until the color shows up. I make sure I build up that brown color. So I just go in so it can be a very popping tone. So this is one of my loyal clients. I always do naked beat on her, and I wanted to just try something different. So I grabbed some rhinestones, and I just want to do a little pizzazzle here and there. So I'm going to show you guys how you apply rhinestones. You basically go in with your dual lash glue. You place your dots of the placement of where you want your rhinestones to be at. Even if you do a cut crease, even if you do a liner, you're just placing where you will be placing the glue and the rhinestones. So now I will placement my dots and make sure it's the same equivalent of the other eye, because a lot of you guys always say, LaShay, you missed the rhinestone on this eye. So I make sure it's in the same placement. And also it will come with a pen where you can pick up your rhinestones. I will make sure I put in the link down below so you guys can get it from Amazon. It's like $12 or $13, one of those. But they last very long. It comes with different color rhinestones, different sizes. So I want you guys to try those. Now the eyes are done and it's time to get that face beat to the gods. Now we'll be going in with our Milk Grip Hydrating Primer, which is one of my favorite primers. You guys see me use a lot. And then also I wanted to show you guys how sometimes you will have that client where their skin can be a little tricky. I'm gonna show you guys right now. So as you guys see, you have a foundation shade that's lighter and one that's a little bit darker. You don't know which way to turn. Just mix the colors together. It's called mix and match. I will make sure I put the shades down below. So I overlove longwear foundation from NARS, which is one of my favorites. They are a little pricey. I can say if you guys want to go on a cheaper route, something that is similar to NARS longwear foundation may be the Maybelline 24 hour. They no longer sell that. So if you guys run into it, try to make sure you get everything off the shelves. Or they also have the one that's at least 30-hour wear, but the thing about the 30-hour wear, it dries down so fast. You'll have to apply it very quickly, or you guys can go in with the regular Maybelline, but it'll just have to be buildable to your own coverage. But I overlove NARS longwear. And also you guys are seeing me shape out her brows, and I'm applying the swatches just so I can make sure everything is in place when it comes to blending out her foundation. Now it's time for concealer, and I'll be using a Tarte Shade Concealer in the shade 10 Sand. And I'll be also going in with my Real Technique blending setting brush just to blend all that out. If you guys can see how the concealer is melting into her skin right away, it's because I allow my concealer to dry down a little bit more just so it can be full coverage. And for those who do not know, I love a bright under eye. If you want a bright under eye, and I just feel like it makes your client pop, and also transform the under eye and makes it look more snatched. So I'll try to go in with at least 2 or 3 shades lighter than the original skin tone. After blending out her concealer, now I'll be going in with a foundation brush just so I can make sure everything is blended correctly. And then now it's time to contour, bringing a little bit more warmth into the face and also to snatch that face up. I'm going with the Infallible Wear Concealer from L'Oreal. This is in the shade 420 Coca. And I just love snatching that face up, honey. So usually I go in with at least 2 shades darker than the original skin tone because I feel like that is the actual shade you should use for contour. Now I'll tell you guys again, you guys can use anything for contour. It don't only have to be a contour stick. It can be foundation, concealer, as long as it's the shade that you desire. Also, I'm going in with this little brush. This is from Real Technique. Again, a lot of you guys ask me what are my favorite brushes. My favorite brushes is Morphe, Real Technique, and also MAC brushes. If you a raw babe, you already know Lashay also has to use 2 shades and also 2 coats of concealer. So I'm going in with a brightening lighter concealer. This is at least 4 shades lighter than her skin tone, but I just love how it just brightens up the under eye and brings that extra pop. Because my babies in Miami, they love a Barbie look. They want to look like walking filters, so that's how you get it. So the under eye, it helps a lot with the brightening, and I just over love it. I went with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. And y'all know I love the NARS for the poppers. You can use any other one, but NARS is a good popper. Before you go on to set that face, make sure you blend out everything. Make sure everything is locked in, because once you set it, that's it. So when you are using a beauty blender, also make sure your beauty blender is damp because it makes the face look more smooth. If we can walk around with our face looking like this, oh my God, it'll still look good. We're not even done yet, but it's just giving the skin. Honestly, never stop blending. Always continue to blend until you feel like it looks good. And when I say good, I don't mean Jood. I'm talking about Joodt. Good. Okay. So now I'll be going in with my Derma Blend Setting Translucent Powder underneath her eyes. It helps with a lot of brightening. And I'll be setting that wherever I put her concealer spots are. And then at the end, I'll be going in with the Sacha Buttercup and the shade Banana. And I love Sacha Buttercup just to lock the whole face in. I'll be setting the face. I hate to have an oily face. A lot of the ladies love a very, very dewy look. But sometimes it just looks so wet. It just makes me crawl. It makes my skin crawl, girl. But honestly, I over love a matte look. I'm going in with one of my favorite bronzers. This is from Morphe in the shade Trailblazer. And I'll be just setting where I contoured at and just buffing that in. And also, the ones who ask me about, hey, Lashay, I got a round face. I want to know how to get my jawline snatched. I want to know how to make my face look skinny. So this is how you do it. Contouring is very important. So I make sure that I blend also underneath her jawline. I know you guys did not see the original time of how long I do take because this is a tutorial, but I do like to just pat in that contour. I love Morphe contours because their bronzers actually are very creamy, very pigmented, and that's how I snatch my ladies with rounder faces. Go underneath the jawline and just make sure you blend out that bronzer right underneath. And then I'll be going in with one of my favorite blushes from Morphe as well. Now it's time to snatch your client's features, and I'll be going in with that Sacha Buttercup and going in along the sides of the bridge of her nose. So this is also important. If you want their nose to be smaller, you have to go in a little bit more narrow towards the nose to set it. And also, I'll be going underneath her cheekbones just to snatch that face up. Now we'll be using an Inglock gel liner, and this is very dark, and I over love it for my clients because it's just giving, and it's very easy to go in with, and it doesn't make my clients cry like how usually when I use the pencil. Sometimes they do get real irritated, but this is very easy to glide along. It's very creamy and it's very pigmented. It stays on very long, and also I just over love it. And I go in with an angle brush just so I can make it to be better to apply it. Now, as you guys can see, I tell my clients to put their heads down and look up so it can be more easier for me to go in with it, and it can help with them getting watery. So try that when you are doing your clients. After buffing out her liner with that brown that we used for her lids, I went in and popped a little bit more of this gray silver shimmer in the corner of her eyes just to give it a little bit more pop. And now we'll get ready for the lips. For the lips, I lined her up with the Morphe liner in the shade Trandsetter, I think. Yeah, Trandsetter. And also, I went in with the Morphe Lip Nude lipstick in the shade Virgin. And I just popped a little bit of some white concealer in the middle just so it can have a little bit cute pop, a little ombre, and lighten up the pink a little bit more. And I just popped on some hair store gloss from Broadway. Now I'm going to blend away that baking, and I went in with the two shades from MAC Studio Fix, NW45 and NC55. So like I said, the same way with her foundation not being her exact shade and you just mix and match, you can also do the same for the powders, just so you can get the exact shade that you are looking for. Now to set underneath her eye with the pressed powder to have that filtered look and have the under eye to look smooth, I'll be going in with another shade, NC42. Now it's time to set everything in place and make sure you do your little finishing touches before you spray. We'll be going in with the Morphe spray, and I over love it. No other setting spray can give me the same finish that Morphe does. And then now it's time to give a little highlight. We're going to highlight the face with the Warrior palette from Juvia's Place. And I like to go in with this white goldish tone and just to apply it. And also off camera, we'll be going in with mascara. I make sure that I put the link below for the mascara. And I over love this look. I hope you guys love watching it. Now, Raw Babes, this is the finishing look. I hope you guys love it. I had to make sure I recorded this for you guys for the holidays because I know y'all was gonna keep commenting under the picture. Lashay, post the video, so I gave it to you guys. Also, if you guys like this video, make sure you click the big thumbs up. Make sure you click that notification bell right next to the subscription. Also, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And this is the page where you will learn all the gems. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, make sure that you tell me what you guys like, what you guys want to see. And I love you guys so much. Happy holidays. Mwah.